Alrighty, welcome in NRL picks and preview. Round 5 is on the way, and better news for you. We've got the two picked legends alongside. Oh, Regan, how are you, mate?
We're back, Geordie. It's me, King.
Yes.
On the mic.
How's the move? You moved house.
I've moved house. I'm in a new environment. It's fresh. But
Yeah.
it's another thing. It's great to be back by your side.
It is.
Me and my man.
I missed you. Round 4, weekend review. What sort of caught your eye?
Round 4. Well,
Upsets everywhere. Wasn't
upsets galore. I didn't pick too well. That was a shocking round for the NRL.
it? Not great.
Shocking round in the terms of upsets, who should have won, who shouldn't have won. Let me name a few. The Wars went down at home to the Tigers.
Yep.
The Dogs lost to the depleted Knights. Wow. And the Storm were dominating the Cowboys 14-0, ended up losing. And the last one, Dragons and the Titans.
No, that wasn't. That was. We saw that. I picked that. Come on,
You
mate.
picked that.
Trust the boys.
Let me tell you something about that. My worst thing of the whole round was Dragons versus Titans. That was awful footy.
Not a good game to
I was
watch.
disappointed. Under 16s footy, it looked like bad shape, a lot of errors. But the Titans,
They won.
they got to win.
That's all that matters.
There we go.
Take the W. The big news, obviously, Seabolt sacked. Manly, no coach.
Very happy.
Yeah.
Very, very happy. Look, I'm a fan of Manly. I like Tommy Turbo, Cooler, Jamal. I like a lot of them players. They need change around there. There's a few more that I wish could go. I've left a few comments on NRL pages.
Oh, have you? You're right.
Causing a bit of havoc
Yeah,
online.
typical, yeah.
But yeah, happy with that.
But
What about you?
Foz stepping in. You're in for it.
Yeah,
Head
that's
coach.
all right, eh?
He-
Straight from Titans into coaching.
He literally played in December. How crazy is that?
Did he?
Yeah. Like he played for
Well, he was a
Kiwis.
legend down there in Manly as well.
Yeah. And I've seen heaps of banter, like it's the first time ever where the head coach is better than your current 5'8". which is so harsh, eh? Poor
On that,
Brooksy. Poor Brooksy.
Brooksy and Saab, those are the two that I was actually taking aim at.
They need to stand up.
They need to step off.
Okay. Anyway, let's get into round 5, and it starts tonight with that team, Manly. They travel to Redcliffe, take on the Dolphins. The Dolphins $1.36, the Sea Eagles $3.10. 10.5 your number, Regan.
Mate, 10.5? To who?
Dolphins.
Dolphins.
Favourite, yeah.
Well, this is actually a very good game for me. This is going to be very close. The way Dolphins have been playing, the edges, Herbie Farnworth and Avarillo are absolute threats. Azarko knows how to score tries and hammer at the back. And their two back row is Limalamalu and
Yeah, that's the one.
Finifikialau.
Yeah, sweet.
Excuse my pronunciation.
Lemu Elu,
Yeah, that's the one.
and who's the other one?
Finifikiao.
Finiaki or
That's the one, my man.
Yeah,
See, The thing is, we have a Samoan national right here.
Samoan, yeah.
And he can read them well. On the other end, you know me, my favourite Tommy Turbo, Cooler,
He's playing
and
well,
Jamal
to be
Fogarty.
fair.
All
Turbo.
of them are.
Yeah.
They're not bad.
Like that try last week from the opening minute.
Or
was
absolutely.
electric.
Tommy Turbo scored week after week, and he scored me first try scorer
Yeah,
2 games in a row.
Yeah, that cash for the people.
That's
So Manly, they've lost the last 7 Thursdays, though. They don't like playing Thursday footy. The away team have covered Manly's last 5. Hammer scored in his last 8 as a home favourite. And as you mentioned before, Turbo scored in his last 3. He is on fire at the moment. Can the Manly do the upset? What do you think?
Well, look, the way Dolphins have been playing for me, I think the Dolphins have been playing very good footy, and it's up there as well. It's a big ask for Manly to go do it up there. I'm going to lean with Dolphins. I think it could go to Manly, but I'm actually going with Dolphins 1-12 here.
I agree. I reckon from what I've heard around the traps that everyone's excited to play for Foz. They want to,
Yeah.
when that guy speaks, you listen. So I reckon they'll be fired up, and I reckon they'll start really well. I reckon Dolphins will probably edge them out late.
Yeah.
But I'll take Manly plus the 10.5 for sure,
Definitely.
and Dolphins to win 1-12. I go Hammer scores, Turbo keeps it moving, and I like Osaka for a try as well.
Do you know what? That's a solid punt.
Was heading to the Storm. See that Osaka?
Yeah.
that's a good signing.
And now he's a goal kicker as well.
That's
Storm,
absolutely.
a couple more points, but they are losing Warbrick next year.
Yeah. So there we go. So Manly plus the 10.5, Hammer to score, Osaka to score. That would be my same game.
Ding, ding, ding. I'm going to jump on board with you.
There we go. Good Friday action. The South Sydney Rabbitohs take on the Bulldogs at $1.87. South Sydney $1.95. The Dogs, the Lions, the 1.5. Two teams that have been a bit iffy to start the year.
That's it. Look, the Dogs need a turnaround. They versed the Knights and couldn't score any points, got scored on. I think the Dogs are going to turn it around this week. They're going up against a well-rested Rabbitohs team. Campbell Graham back on the wing.
Yep.
Other one, Johnston and Latrell. I just think that late in the games, the Rabbitohs' attitude goes down the drain.
And I think Dogs off a loss too. They'll be
Yeah.
fired up. They were embarrassed last week at home. I reckon they'll be fired up. But Souths have covered the last 6 at home. The Dogs' last 3 have gone under the total points. It's 45.5, which I don't mind. I reckon could be a bit of a grind.
I'll take that with you.
Johnston has scored in his last 5 at Accor Stadium. And Jacob Preston scored in his last 3 or 4, as has Latrell Mitchell, trying his last 3 or 4.
Absolutely. For those on Supercoach, Mitchell is going well for us. Very cheap as well.
On Supercoach,
I've joined you.
I'm very bad.
Yeah, hey, we'll get better.
Okay.
Look, I've gone with the Dogs 1 to 12, and I've actually got as well Preston or Cacao to score here.
Yeah, like that. Yeah, I need to join your Dogs to win. Take the under for me. Preston to score as a roughie, and I got Johnston for 1 on the edge.
Beautiful, Geordie. We are on the same vein.
I love it. Now, this is going to be an absolute blockbuster. The Panthers $1.40, the Melbourne Storm $3, the Lions 8.5. Can anyone stop the Panthers right now? They are playing so good.
At the start, I thought Storm might be able to give them a battle, but after the Storm's last halves in both games, they just can't last the full 80. Penrith are unstoppable. For me, I reckon the Panthers are going to do a job here. They're looking so tremendous. I'm even going to give them a 13 plus as a roughie.
Jesus, you reckon the Storm lose 3 in a row?
It's not up to them. It's up to Penrith.
true.
The way
Yeah.
Penrith show up, it doesn't matter who's in front of it.
Yeah, you're right. It is at Panthers' home ground as well. So the Storm will be up for it, obviously going down to the Cowboys. But I think Panthers too good for me, and they get it done just. The Storm plus the points, though. Storm plus the 8.5. Panthers on the 12. Jenkins, he can just
Yep.
score them,
Listen to
eh?
this. Jenkins is scoring and Warbrick. They're probably try for try right now, and I think they're up against each other.
Let's go the double. Let's go the Jenkins Warbrick tries.
Beauty. I like that. I'm looking at Toto to get some meat out that right edge because he's versing that the rookie for Storm, Tumalatu Brown. So I like Toto around him actually.
There we go. So Panthers too good for you. Panthers 13 plus, you're saying?
As a roughie, I think Panthers will win. That's my definite.
Yep.
But I'm going with a roughie 13 plus.
Okay, let's go to Wollongong now. The Dragons, $2.10, take on the Cowboys, $1.75. The Lions, 2.5. The Dragons still looking for the opening dub.
Mate, the Dragons are really in a hole. I didn't think could get any worse once Flanagan got injured and Sully wasn't there. They're
Yeah.
not my favourite players, but they were gone and they looked even worse.
Yep, struggling.
How's this? Kingy Togia, he comes on for
King
Flanagan.
Tongia?
Yeah, he comes on. And if you're getting your final crack, have a crack. And he come on, he was not very good last week. That shocked me. If you're getting a chance, that's when you really want to step
On
up.
spark, yeah.
I think he dropped the ball in the first play a couple of times. On the other end, Drinkwater has finally found some form.
He has.
Did he fake that rib injury in round 1?
Maybe, I don't know.
Tuolungi and Burns are my try scorers for them and plenty of points. Cowboys.
Dragons lost the last 8, as we know. The Cowboys have covered the last 6 versus the Dragons. And something to note here, the Dragons have scored 11 to 20 points in their last 5. So if you want to do a little Dragons under 20 points,
Wow.
not a bad play there. Tuipulotu scored his last 7 of 8 at home, and I think they get it done. I think the Dragons win here.
Look, I
they
hope
can
they
do
do
it.
too. I
Yep.
like Holmes. He's in my super coach. Can't say much more than that.
Yeah. Dragons to win for me. Dragons plus the 2.5. Tuipulotu scores, Val Holmes scores, and I will take the under 49.5.
Wow, we've split. I've gone Cowboys and over 49.5.
There we go. I reckon a bit of a shootout. Dragons can't score points, and I reckon it'll be a little dogfight. So we'll see how we go there. Let's go to the Queensland Derby, mate. It's just sold out at Seabus. I saw today.
Oh, I still haven't bought tickets yet.
Well, it's sold out.
I was still going to ask, you
Oh, okay.
and stuff, for some
Sweet.
tickets.
Yeah, sweet. Just using the views as
Wow,
usual.
I'm a bit late.
All right, the Titans take on the Broncos. $4.25 the Titans. $1.22 the Bronx. 12.5 your number. Do you give them any chance here, man? It's tough.
Mate, for the Broncos, there's plenty to like here. I'm really enjoying Staggs and Ricky off Reynolds grubber or pass. So those two are my try-scoring threats. Look, Arthurs and Shibazaki out that left edge, but I think Walsh goes over for another try. With the Titans, you know me, I'm not very much a fan of the Titans, but what I do like, Kless Haas versus Payne Haas.
Good, isn't it?
Wow,
It's a good matchup, the
That is
brothers.
awesome to see.
Love that. And the Titans, they're sort of struggling to score points a little bit
Yeah.
at the moment. I think every game they've been under 20 points. They're just struggling to.
Very true. I will say there's one shining light, young Campbell.
Yes, he's their X
Absolutely.
factor, isn't it?
Absolutely.
Couple of stats for you. The Gold Coast have lost their last 10 versus reigning premiers. 4 or 5 Brisbane away games have gone over the total points. Fermor scored his last 3 or 4 home games. Your man Campbell scored his last 4 or 5 when Gold Coast have been underdog in Queensland. And Walsh has scored his last 4 when Brisbane are an away favourite.
Absolutely.
You
Great stats.
to be fair, you can't tip against the Bronx, can you?
Not
you
here.
just can't.
Not me, mate.
Yeah, I can't
You
either.
might.
No, I'm not that silly.
Clarkey might.
Clarkey might. But I'll go Broncos to win. I reckon Walsh scores And I reckon Campbell scores.
Oof. Couple meat.
And I'll go over the total points shootout.
Beauty. What about this as a roughie? Broncos 1-12.
You like it? Yeah.
That's not bad for a roughie.
The Titans will play better for this game. They'll stand up.
They always do. They always
This
do.
is where they can last the full 80.
Coast versus City,
Yeah.
It's always going to be close. A lot of them are mates as well, I'm
Yep.
presuming.
Most of them live here. All
Yep.
these prison boys live on the coast.
Most of them are ex-players from each other's
True.
club too. So I think it's going to be a lot closer than we think.
Also, I like Jesse Arthurs for a try. I like him. You're getting a crack
Yeah, he's
too.
back in
on
the,
wing.
NRL,
Without,
so-
Karapani, he got in some strife.
Yep. Oh, he did.
He was playing up on the streets of Brisbane.
Come on, bro.
Yeah, can't be doing that.
And Shibazaki's back too.
He is. Yeah, there's one. Gamet Shibasaki into Jesse Arthur's tries. Those two.
Beauty. Let's see it go through.
You know what's always good money? Shibasaki first try scorer.
It is. It has been.
finds.
Just not this year.
No.
Last year,
but-
though, absolutely
But
phenomenal.
I reckon he's back in the starting team after being dropped. I reckon he'll be fired
Do you
up.
know what? If Shibazaki scores, Walsh scores. It always happens.
Hmm.
When one of them scores, the other one scores.
Okay, let's see how it
See it.
pans out. Sunday afternoon footy now. The Knights $2.35. The Raiders $1.60. Your
Are we
line's
skipping one?
4.5.
What about the Sharks for Swaz?
Oh, sorry. We'll do this one first. Raiders $1.60. The line's 4.5. Both sides pretty desperate here.
Oh, the Knights. How good were the Knights last week? Dom Young knows how to find
Hat-trick.
the try line. And what they got Fletcher Sharp, no Ponga, no Dylan Brown. So they played out of their skin last week to beat the Bulldogs. Can they back it up at home? But the Raiders, they need to find something, and I think they do here. I really like Hudson Young for them. I think he's going to go over.
There we go. The Knights have lost their last 7 at home, which is absolutely terrible.
Wow.
And the last 4 home games have gone over the total points. Raiders win for me. Take the over.
Yeah.
Xavier Savage scores.
Oh, beauty, clean. I'm going Raiders 1-12. Hudson Young to score.
Yes, I like that. Now we get to this one. Sharkies $1.57. The Warriors $2.40. The line's 4.5 at Shark Park.
How did the Warriors, I haven't supported the Warriors too much. Round 1, 2, 3, and sure enough, they get the wins. I support them in round 4.
Yeah,
It's just
at
the way
home
the Wars
too.
are
Yeah, I know.
to the Tigers. The Sharks in tremendous form with Trindle and Hines pulling the strings.
Well, last week they were dreadful.
Were they?
Dolphins. They were spanked.
Did they?
Was that last week? Yeah, it was.
No, it's probably the week before. I thought they won last
Who
week.
did they play?
I don't know.
Sweet.
Gotta look at my notes.
I thought they got smoked 38-10 against the Dolphins.
No, that was the week before, I'm pretty sure.
Well, they had the bye, maybe. This is good podcasting.
We don't know our football.
Continue.
On the other end, the Wars are the Wars actually have a very strong suit here. Metcalf's back in, Tane Tuapuki at fullback.
Sorry, they beat the Raiders.
There we go.
34,
They smoked them, eh?
34-22. It was close.
Yeah, that's a smoking.
Yeah,
34-22. The Sharks got over the Raiders.
So
I
I
enjoyed it.
shouldn't question you. Sorry.
Trindle and Hines are pulling the strings, and I do like the way they play. The Wars away from home.
Yeah, tough.
Tell me about it.
Well, normally they go all right. A couple of stats for you. The Sharks have covered the last 7 of 8 home games. New Zealand last 6 in Sydney have gone over the total points. So they score points. Here's one for you. So New Zealand's last 7 at Shark Park, their right winger has scored, which is Roger, I think. He right?
Rogers left
Who's
on the right.
right?
We don't know what we're talking about. No, the right is not Roger, though.
It's Dallin.
Dallin, yes, for
Dallin.
sure.
And then New Zealand's last 5 at this venue, the opposition left wing has scored, which is
Stone Street.
yeah.
Katoa plays right. Stone
So-
Street's left. So you think Stone Street's on the score?
Stone Street
And Dallin.
into Dallin.
I'm actually not. That's actually a great bet because Sharks and Wars always have a close game here as well. I'm pretty sure it's 1-12 usually for the Sharks. And that left winger, which is usually Mulatalo, goes over.
Well, yeah.
So let's go with Stone Street left, Dallin on the right,
Ooh,
and Sharks 1-12 for me.
I'm gonna join you.
Yeah.
I like it.
That's a duo bet.
It is. And Sharks minus the 4.5 for me. I think they'd win by just enough in the end. Let's go to Easter Monday, mate. It's going to be an absolute cracker.
On
Expecting
Monday?
60,000 people at a cool stadium. The Parramatta Eels $1.70. The West Tigers $2.15. Your number's 3.5.
That's awesome. I did not know this was a Monday game. Now my Monday's gotten even better, and
Mm-hmm.
it's not even there yet. For me, the Tigers, what a solid start of the season there. What, ranked second on the leaderboard or something like that?
Adam Dewey.
At the moment, I never thought I'd say that, but
I
yeah,
know.
Dewey is now in my Supercoach team. He scored very well. Great odds, $2.13 for the Tigers to beat the Eels. That's a shock to me. One thing I will say is that Moses, ex-Tigers, he's versing his old club.
Yep.
But I'm really enjoying the Tigers here. I think we're in for an upset.
You reckon? Okay. The Tigers have covered the last 4 of 5 as underdogs, and 9 of 10 at Combank have gone under the total points. So you're going Tigers win.
I'm going Tigers to win here. Lowley at that left edge to get a try. And look out for Josh Adokar. He's a smoky one for them.
He always gets one. Only the other way. I reckon Para get one done here. They bounce back. They've been poor last few weeks. I reckon Pezza has a big game.
Cool.
And I reckon Paris score. I like Brian Kelly for a try.
Beauty. Oh, Brian Kelly.
Yeah.
We've split the odds here. You've gone with the Eels. I've gone with Tigers. And now let me tell you something. I've got the Kings' best bet today.
My favourite.
We're not going to like this one. We've got
Oh.
Panthers to beat the Storm. We've got Broncos to beat the Titans. And last one, West Tigers to beat the Eels. $3.82. I'm jumping on that.
There we go. I'll give you mine for you. Dragons money line. They win. Sharks minus the 4.5. Manly plus the 10.5. That's my three.
Oh, not bad. The Manly 10.5 is
Yeah,
fantastic.
I like that.
Add that on top.
And my try scoring multi for the people. So last week I got pretty good. I got Stags, Adakar, Jenkins, Falongo, and Sami last week. They all cash
Oh,
for the
wow.
people. This week I've got Preston, Savage, Tupalotu, Brimson.
Beauty.
They're my four.
I don't know how you do it, but it seems to work week
see.
after week.
We'll see how we go.
Last week was solid.
There we go. Let's keep it moving. Man, it's great to see you.
My friend. And how's life for you?
It's going fantastic. It's better now when you're in studio with me, mate, talking rugby league.
Let's go, my friend. Well, great to see you. And I've got to go.
Okay, cool. Excellent. Footy starts at 9. Enjoy your weekend. We'll see you next week. Bye.
We out.